and the people who call it home know it.
When you're buying a home, turn to American Financing, Colorado's home for home loans. Their mortgage consultants are salary-based, not commissioned. So they only care about getting you the best possible loan.
So when you're buying a home, get your home loan with Colorado's best. Call American Financing, 303-695-7000.
I'm about to say two words that will make Washington insiders very uncomfortable. Term limits. You and I both know we need term limits, that Congress shouldn't be a lifetime appointment. But members of Congress and the corporations who've bought our democracy hate term limits. Too bad. I'm Tom Steyer, and I approve this message because the only way we get universal health care, address climate change, and make our economy more fair is to change business as usual in Washington.
Hi, I'm Mike Ward for Mike Ward Alfa Romeo. The all-new perfect-size Alfa Romeo Stelvio SUV is fun, fast, and stands out in a sea of stale SUVs, with the Quadrifoglio clocking in as the fastest SUV at Nürburgring. Just drive it at Mike Ward Alfa Romeo in Highlands Ranch.
Now at Console Plus, get up to 55% off holiday Hot Buy TVs and up to $1,100 in bonus furniture savings. Plus, get your golden ticket in store for a chance to win a $10,000 shopping spree.
The season for getting together is here, which means it's high time for Pie Time. Order the official best pie in America at villageinn.com.
At Chevy, we're all about bringing families together.
This time of year, that's really important.
That's why our Chevy employee discount is now available to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay.
Not a cent more. Family is important to us.
So happy holidays.
And welcome to the family.
It's Chevy family.
Use your Chevy employee discount for everyone to get a total value of over $11,800 on this Silverado All-Star. Get the Chevy employee discount for everyone today.
Live from Denver, this is Fox 31 News at 9.
9 o'clock as we get your Friday morning going. A lot happening right now to start the 9 o'clock hour, and Sky Fox Live over the funeral procession for a fallen firefighter who died while battling a fire at a condo in Summit County, Ken Jones, and a whole lot of people remembering his life this morning.
And out in Washington, D.C., this happening just about 45 minutes ago. The House Judiciary Committee voting to send 2 articles of impeachment against President Trump to the full House for a vote. We're going to break down that vote and what it means and the next step in the process. We're just minutes away from that.
But everyone, of course, watching and talking about the weather right now. Let's take a live look from the Pinpoint Weather Beast in the high country at the Eisenhower Tunnel, which is seeing heavy snow and has been all morning long. Meantime, though, down here in Denver, blue skies, some clouds in the sky, but kind of a decent morning, 35 degrees right now. For now, but it's coming our way.
Change.
Time it out for us, Christine.
Yeah, we're going to have the sunshine, windy conditions today. Our snow chance really doesn't ramp up until tomorrow, so we've got another dry day here. Well, it looks like our camera's a little out of focus, but you can still get the idea, right? Blue sky here across the Front Range and windy. Right now, sustained winds out of the west at about 20 miles per hour. Gusts through the day today could get as high as 30. But it's a west wind that's helping to warm us up. We'll reach the mid-40s by lunchtime, upper 40s for an afternoon high. Windy with mixture of sun and clouds through the day today. Now, up in the high country, snow will be falling through the day today. Now, what you're looking at is travel impacts. Today, just in the mountains, but Saturday and especially Sunday, the risk for some minor issues will continue to spread to the I-25 corridor and the Eastern Plains. But by far, you can see where the biggest problems are going to be. We're talking about 1 to 2 total feet of snow across the high country. Here in Denver, our snow chances ramping up towards the end of your weekend. And although we'll see accumulating snow, I don't see this as a major storm. Either way, it will be impactful. We do have a pinpoint weather alert day. So coming up here in about 10 minutes, I'll walk you through a new run of Futurecast and give you an idea of some of those totals right in your neighborhood. Sam?
All right, taking you to the I-70 cam along a very snowy stretch near Loveland ski area. Keep in mind, if you're traveling westbound on I-70 up towards the tunnel, there could be periodic closures of I-70 at the tunnel. Since Loveland Pass right now is closed, they do have to allow hazmat vehicles to travel through, and they have to hold all other vehicles at the tunnel. Right now, where you see all of these little hazard markers on I-70, that just indicates where all of those traction laws and chain laws are in effect. Georgetown West through through to Silverthorne, Copper to Vale, areas along 285 also throughout the Fairplay area, and then mountain passes, and including Loveland Pass, that safety closure. It is because of not only the dicey driving conditions, but also avalanche control necessary. Now, Skyfox again is flying over where they are making those preparations for the funeral procession. That is going to cause some possible delays along Morrison Road, traveling towards C470, and then maybe along C470 you could see some backups as they do have that funeral procession out towards 285 on that stretch of highway. Zooming out, we do have some good news. That earlier crash on northbound I-25 near Park Avenue has cleared out, but still watch out for significant backups still between University and Colfax Avenue for now. An earlier crash also reported involving a pedestrian at Federal Boulevard between Yale and 285 or Hamden Avenue. Improvement here, but you're still in the red, just under 20 minutes if you're on northbound I-25 from Santa Fe to I-70, guys.
Sam, another live look at that procession for fallen firefighter Ken Jones right now. He died battling a fire in Summit County over the weekend. His funeral takes place at 11 o'clock this morning. We're streaming the procession right now on the Fox 31 app over at kdvr.com and our Fox 31 Facebook page. And when it comes to the weather, we sent the Pinpoint Weather Beast up to the mountains this morning.
Many areas seeing quite a bit of snow overnight and into the morning. It is relentless. It has not let up at all this morning. Jim Hooley live from the Pinpoint Weather Beast. Yeah, they've got to clean off that camera.
Every 30 seconds, they're cleaning the camera lens, Jim. Just relentlessly coming down there and piling up. How's it going?
Yeah, it's coming right at the camera as well, and it's been coming at the camera and all of us up here at the tunnels all morning long. You know, you guys, you've seen it. Look at it out here right now. This I-70 out here right now. Some of that traffic is stopped out there because they have the hazardous materials closure out there at the tunnels, and Loveland Pass closed, so they got to let the trucks through every once in a while. So they got some of that closed down. But look at the conditions here right now. Look, Elliot, over here at I-70 again. Look at this. I mean, this snow is blowing to beat the band. This is what we have up here. Whiteout conditions up here, gusts of up to 60 miles per hour. Some of that traffic is not going anywhere at this time. The epic-like conditions that we have up here with the powder, yeah, they're going to be great. They're going to be great to ride, to ski and enjoy, but good luck trying to get up here. It's going to be a real challenge. You have to leave like now if you want to get here probably on Sunday. I-70 is going to be a mess. The snows are really light stuff, so that's what allows it to blow across the road like that. 15 degrees up here as well. If you're coming up here, keep in mind, as Sam was saying, traction laws are in effect. You have to be prepared. Your car has to be prepared. Your vehicle has to be prepared, and you're going to have to give yourself plenty of time, if not a lot of luck. Live up at the tunnels along I-70, which is not looking too good right now. I'm Jim Hooley, Fox 31.
Leave now if you want to be there by Sunday.
You should have left yesterday.
Thanks, Jim. Appreciate that. 9:05 your Friday.
Well, we just saw that snow falling there in the high country, and as it moves into the Denver area, the Pinpoint Weather app will certainly come in handy. Totally free to download. You can track the snow with live interactive radar, an hour-by-hour forecast. You can even customize it to your own neighborhood. Totally free to download in the App Store and on Google Play right now.
And big breaking news that we've been tracking this morning coming out of Washington.
The House Judiciary Committee voting in favor of moving forward with the impeachment of President Trump this morning.
Fox 31's Kevin Torres, he is on it this morning at the breaking news desk watching this all unfolding. So they now, as expected, voted to approve both of these articles of impeachment. What happens next, Kevin, and what's the timeline?
That's right, Kirk and Megan. Good morning, and good morning, everybody. The committee made the decision within 6 minutes' time, and happening right now. Representatives from across the nation, including here in Colorado, are voicing their opinions on social media. Like I said, this all happened really quickly, just about an hour ago. Yesterday, the initial discussion lasted 14 hours and had to be tabled until today. So here's how two of Colorado's representatives, Republican Ken Buck and Democratic Congressman Joe Neguse, voted with other committee members.
Mr. Neguse?
Aye.
Mr. Neguse votes aye. Mr. Buck?
No.
Mr. Buck votes no. Go.
No.
Ms. Lesko votes no.
Neguse following up with a tweet minutes after the vote saying, quote, "We are all Americans and we all revere the Constitution that Congress is working so hard to uphold. We must hold this administration accountable because it is what our Constitution requires of us. We must hashtag defend our democracy, and we will," end quote. So the White House just released a statement moments ago saying the impeachment inquiry is a desperate charade. We're still waiting to hear directly from President Trump following this morning's vote. Keep in mind, the Republican-led Senate still has its say and could hold a trial to decide whether the president should be removed from office. But the next step is to go before the full House, which will likely happen next week. Guys, back to you.
That process continuing to evolve in Washington this morning. Thank you for the update, Kevin. Happening right now, hundreds gathering as a procession for a fallen firefighter makes its way through the Denver area.
Sky Fox live over that procession for Ken Jones, who died battling a fire in Summit County at a condo last weekend. Fox 31's Emily Allen is live along that route. Emily, I mean, it's a tough day, not only for people who knew him, for his family, but for the firefighter community in general.
Exactly, and just the first responder community in general too. So many of them come out and show their support in times like this. And so right now we've moved positions. We're going to be along the procession route here. We're near Bear Lake Boulevard and Morrison Road. Bear Lake is one of the places that Ken Jones loved to frequent. And so further down the road, there's a big ensemble of fire trucks down there that are lined up to pay tribute to him. And in the meantime, you can see all of these people who have come out already to line up along this processional route. Now, because of this, there are some road closures, and as we pan the camera around this way, you can see where they do have this blocked off right now as they are awaiting for Ken Jones to arrive. I want to show you guys that Sky Fox video right now. They are still at that funeral home in Lakewood. They are getting ready to put Ken Jones' remains on a fire truck, and then they will make that slow procession through Jefferson County, eventually working their way down to the church where his funeral will be held in Littleton. Ken Jones was a Summit County firefighter for 20 years. He was a well-loved comrade, a husband, a father of two. He was working on a fire last weekend in Copper when he fell through the roof of a 5-story condo building. This week, Denver firefighters have been standing by his remains around the clock. In fact, the fire department said they had such an overwhelming response by people who want to volunteer to watch over his remains that they ended up adding a second guard to that watch. And that's not the only example today that we're seeing of this firefighter community coming together. Right now, as we speak, firefighters from the region are going to be covering for Summit County Fire so they can come down here and attend Jones's funeral. There will be some road closures. I know Sam's been talking a lot about those. They just started probably in about the last 10 minutes, and that group is going to be heading from the funeral home in Lakewood over to C470 down to Bowles, ending at a Waterstone Community Church in Littleton. There are some great vantage points. It's not too late. If you want to come down here, set up along this route, head over to our website where we have more details. Emily Allen, Fox 31.
All right, Emily, thank you for that update. 9:10 right now.
Meanwhile, another funeral has been scheduled today for a woman who was killed by a hit-and-run driver. This is actually surveillance camera showing the moments leading up to that deadly accident. We have actually frozen that video because we don't want to show that on TV, but the driver accused of hitting this woman there. That crash happened this week near West Jewel in South Tejon. The driver of the RV did not stop after striking the 44-year-old. Roosevelt Cribbs Jr., that driver, now being held for investigation of leaving the scene of an accident involving death. A small makeshift memorial has been set up at the spot where the victim died. And this is a brand new in our 9 o'clock hour. A woman out of Texas becoming a millionaire overnight. That was all on accident. Ruth Balloon says, her name's Ruth Balloon. She checked her account the other day and noticed an extra $37 million had been deposited into her account. She says there was no way that she was keeping the money. She notified the bank. Yeah, good but she says she did not even know what to do with it.
So I was going to do 10% tithing. And then I was going to donate some money. And then I would have probably invested it in real estate.
Well, the bank says the error happened during a manual input of foreign currency. Apparently, the exchange rate caused the mix-up. So it sounds like she had to give the money back, so she's not an overnight millionaire.
Did she get like
it's like a little game of what if
or something though for
her honesty?
A couple hundy, right?
Who's going to pay for that?
So the bank. Hey, thanks for being honest. Here's a couple hundy.
Yeah. There you go.
Before we're going to pay out her honesty fee.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Don't you think so?
I don't think they will.
They would have but they would have figured it out eventually.
They might. Maybe they gave her a pen or something, like one of those bank pens.
Anybody can take those.
Yeah. Well.
And for the record, I take one every time I go.
Yeah. Oh, here.
Every single time.
As a consolation, we're taking the $37 million back, but here's some bank swag.
You may be making all that money off.
No,
but I got another pen.
The pens are change at the table so you don't take them.
Not in my bag. Hey, it's Friday, so we have another local food truck here for Food Truck Friday this morning.
Might be a little chilly outside right now, but it's never too cold for ice cream, where you can try out this new, unique New Zealand twist on the classic dessert.
Never too cold for ice
Never.
cream. It is windy out there today. We're watching mountain snow, but here in Denver, dry today. Snow moves in this weekend. We'll talk about our pinpoint weather alert day and how it may impact your plans.
Hi, I'm Mel Robbins, and as a best-selling author and host of The Mel Robbins Show, I've met so many inspiring women. Women who are leaders, teachers, mothers, and friends. Now, I want to know, who are the remarkable women in your life? Because we want to share their stories.
Nominate a remarkable woman from your community at KDVR.com, and she could win a trip to The Mel Robbins Show in New York City.
Alpine Buick GMC, recognizing remarkable women. Get your pinpoint weather forecast in northern Colorado on 96.1 KISS FM.
You know when you're at Ross and you realize it's time your sister stopped borrowing your sweaters? Yeah. That's Yes for Less.
Stop stealing mine.
Never. Holiday gifts everyone's sure to love at 20 to 60% off department store prices at Ross. Yes for Less.
You do everything you can to make sure she's ready. But when the time for college comes, will you be? Open a College Invest 529 savings account. You get a Colorado tax deduction, and savings can be used to trade schools or colleges nationwide, and means you'll be ready too. Do it now, before another year passes. collegeinvest.org.
I knew about Hand and Stone for a while, and then my husband had given me a gift card. It took me a while to really make that appointment, but once I did, I was hooked. Caitlin is my massage therapist. She is just wonderful. She just really figures out what areas need to be worked on. I'm like, how did you know that was sore?
Save on holiday gift cards and spa packages at Hand and Stone.
If I could, I'd just move in.
Moscow Ballet's Great Russian Nutcracker dazzles this Christmas season. Experience the magic of the timeless holiday tradition with the whole family. Appearing at the Paramount Theater December 13th and 14th. Purchase your tickets today at nutcracker.com.
My tooth pain was like the equivalent of a hammer. It's just hitting your mouth, banging, banging, banging. You can't concentrate. This pain is throbbing. So my mother recommended Orajel. It eliminates the pain. You feel so much relief. If you want something that's instant, get Orajel.
You know when you're at Ross and you realize you are the hostess with the mostest?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Yes for Less. Entertain in style all season long. It feels even better when you find it for less at Ross. Yes for Less.
9:15, we want to get right to a time saver traffic alert right now. Now, all morning long, we've been talking about the hazardous driving conditions up along I-70 in the mountains. And right behind me is the camera that's just on the east side of the Eisenhower Tunnel. There is a crash. You can see it right here, just east of the tunnel. This is on the eastbound lanes of I-70, and it has caused an eastbound safety closure of I-70, all traffic being held on the other side of the tunnel. This is the westbound direction of I-70, and you can see all traffic is stopped. Now, there isn't an official safety closure of those westbound lanes, but in either case right now, hey, if you're trying to head up to the mountains, you are going to be in for a tough one. You may want to just wait it out, maybe hang out in Georgetown or hang out in Silverthorne until they reopen those lanes.
Ugh, that looks like a mess out there. Thanks for the update, Sam. Larimer Square is one of the most famous streets in Denver, and now it's getting a Christmas makeover.
Well, Larimer Square is so cool to begin with, and then Christmas time rolls around, it gets even cooler. Dan Rue is there live this morning with details on the Larimer Square Holiday Market. Good morning, Dan. Looks festive.
Oh, man. Happy good morning to you guys. It's going to be a crazy day, night, weekend. It's going to be fun. Larimer Square Shopping Market. Hey, Josh. Hey, what better way to start the shopping experience? Here's what sometimes Christmas shopping is not that fun, but it can be fun if the experience is fun. Get something unique, right?
That's right. Come on down to Larimer Square. You gotta come down and have a mistletoe margarita.
Okay. So you're saying start the experience with a libation?
Yeah, right here.
Josh, you're as bad as me. What are you drinking, dude? Is that a prop or is that real?
It's Casamigos margarita. It's great.
You sure that's not prop comedy?
No, just come on down and...
Like Paul Newman, man.
Oh, I do? Thanks. Is that a compliment?
Cool Hand Luke. That's my boy. Nobody touches my boy. All right, let's have a libation starting off the experience, and we're going to get back to you, talk about what's going on tonight. Atomizer, you are with the
Tiny Bar Denver.
Hold me closer, tiny bartender. All right, what drink are you going to make for us, bud?
So we're going to make a Casamigos pomegranate margarita.
Oh, and I don't care.
So we're going to start.
Don't care.
Top it off ice.
All right, a little ice. We're going to love that.
We're going to use Casamigos Blanco 100% agave. So we'll start with 2 ounces of tequila.
See, when you're drinking tequila, 100% agave is important because there's no junk in it. So when you're buying tequila, 100% agave is what you want to look for, right?
Yes, sir.
Is that 1 shot for me, 1 shot for Cody?
1 for each of us.
Cody can't drive.
2 ounces of lime.
2 ounces of lime. And also, he can't drive. He can drink, he can't drive. And also fresh squeezed lime, right?
Yes, sir.
You keep making that, Adam. And then, all right, so tonight, what's going on tonight?
We got Royal Street Ramblers at 6 to 10 in the Chalet tent. It's a New Orleans big band pumping horns into the street.
I love it.
So you can come in, listen to some music, and then take a break, have a drink, and shop.
Yeah. Hey, Christine, all I can say is, I know what you're thinking. Is Josh going to pay for this drink? And the answer is yes. Listen, I hate to say it, bud, but there are no freebies, so this is $3.95.
You got it.
Okay. $3.95. That's I think I undersold that one.
What's that?
Nah, never mind. I already got the money. All right. Hey, where's my? Oh, look at that.
Little salt.
Look at hello, Mr. Lincoln. All right, you guys. Merry Christmas. I'll see you tonight. Larimer Square. It's all blocked off. Why don't we do it in the road? Christina Sam.
Dan, you got to be careful leaning over that mistletoe drink too closely. You might be exchanging some smooches with somebody.
I could be vulnerable. I'm vulnerable. Hello, Merry Christmas. Woo! I love Santa Claus.
Yikes. Nothing like a little tequila at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Dan Drew out there for us.
That's really good. Woohoo!
Thanks, Dan.
And of course, you saw all the festivities and stuff going on downtown throughout the day today and tonight. And the weather's going to actually cooperate for your Friday evening plans in the metro. But here in the high country, well, it's a different story. This is the snowfall total so far in the past 24 hours. And you'll notice Breckenridge at the top, 13 inches of fresh snow. And that was as of 5 o'clock this morning. So that number's probably up a little bit more already. 8 inches in Eldora and Steamboat, 4 fresh inches of snow in the Aspen area. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on out there so far this morning. Scattered snow showers up across I-70 and the northern mountains so far this morning, and that's where the snow will stay through the day today. Here in Denver, blue sky and sunshine. I will warn you, it's windy, and I do expect some clouds to stay with us through the day today. In fact, here 6 o'clock tonight, there's all that cloud cover and wind. If you're going to be heading up to the high country, I would pinpoint around Georgetown, Idaho Springs on I-70 when you'll start to see some of those snow showers. Now tonight, snow will continue, and it's going to creep a little further to the east as we sleep tonight. 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, I'll be here with you tracking some of those snow showers in the metro area. So again, we're still good for about 20 hours of dry conditions. Now for your Saturday plans, I know we've got a lot of parades or maybe shopping going on. Expect some hit or miss snow showers. Tomorrow is not going to be an all-day snow event unless you live in the high country, but Sunday will bring in some different changes. Widespread snow possible through the morning, midday, and even into the evening hours. This is midnight, Sunday into Monday morning. So Denver, I-70 into Kansas and south really kind of getting the brunt of the snow on Sunday. And to give you an idea of what some of the totals look like, I mean, it really depends on where you live. First in the high country, of course, in some locations picking up well over a foot already. This is additional snow. This does not include what you already have on the ground. Another 15 inches for Leadville, 9 up in the Steamboat area. And then here in the metro, it's really going to vary depending on where you live. North side of the metro area, say Thornton, North Glen, maybe 1, 2 inches, 4 up in the Boulder area, kind of pinpointing 2 to 4 downtown Denver. And then we're looking at a range of about 3 to 6 in portions of Jefferson and Douglas County. So Castle Rock, keep in mind, I think that's going to be a problem spot, as well as down through Monument Hill and into the Springs. Now for the rest of the weekend, again, temperatures not too bad in the 30s. Could be a lot colder, but Sunday will be a pinpoint weather alert day. We'll show you that statewide view coming up, but it is Friday, which means it's Food Truck Friday. And guys, it's never too cold, Kirk and Megan, for a little bit of ice cream.
Yeah, well, it's not only ice cream. We are inside of the ice cream truck, and it's New Zealand style ice cream, Happy Cones Company. I'm just a little bit too tall for the truck.
That's okay, though. We still let you in. This is an old school bus that you converted into your little food truck. We have Hap here from New Zealand, and you are taking a different take on ice cream that you're bringing from your home country of New Zealand. You do ice cream a little differently out there.
Yeah, so I can show you guys if you want to.
Please do.
Yeah. So what we do
What's that?
This is our little machine. It's called the Little Gym from my hometown in New Zealand.
So you will not find one of those machines here in America.
Well, now you will. So yeah,
it's right here.
The one and only.
So this is we were the first ones to bring it over in 2015. But what we do, we call it real fruit ice cream in New Zealand. So we put our sweet cream ice cream into the blending bowl, and then we add the real fruit to it. So all the color and the flavor just comes from the fruit. And I'll blend this up for you.
Okay. And it's doing more than just squeezing it. It is actually blending it together.
Kind of like pulverizing and blending the fruit into the ice cream. So like as you saw and I made, like 1/3 of this is just real fruit. Wow. And then the other 2/3 is our kind of homemade ice cream, which we make using kind of local Colorado dairy.
I'll take that.
There we go.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that looks amazing.
Yeah.
And how come we don't see more of this in the U.S.?
You probably will now, right? I think a few more people are kind of bringing the machines over. So people that travel to New Zealand, they see this, like, why isn't it here? That's how I started doing it in 2015. I was like, why don't you have this ice cream in America, eh? So here we are. Yeah. And the cool thing is we just opened our store over in Edgewater Public Market as well. So now we're actually indoors instead of being in the ice cream truck.
So that's a permanent location. Yeah. Exactly where is that in Edgewater for people who don't know the area?
It's beside Sloan's Lake, kind of like 20th and Sheridan Boulevard. There's a bunch of food trucks. We're all gone in there for our brick and mortar location.
That's
so
awesome.
It's pretty cool.
Kind of like those high-end food courts we start seeing right now.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah, like a brewery and bars and all the rest. So yeah, beer and ice cream.
Well, what do you think about us Americans? I know you've moved here full time now.
Oh, putting me on the spot. I know I love you guys, eh?
No, you don't have to lie. Tell the truth.
I love Colorado. I was just saying before, like New Zealand and Colorado, a lot of similarities. There's great people, great weather, and and now great ice cream.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Hap. Happy Cones is the name of the truck. You can look them up, and they're all over town with the truck, and they've got that permanent location now in Edgewater. How is it, Megan?
It's good.
Yeah.
You want some?
Yeah, I do.
Oh!
Sharon's tearing. Like that.
That's delicious. Now it's mine. All right, we'll get into you guys.
Just steal that cone right away from her. That looks delicious. Thanks, guys.
Bring some up for us.
Yeah, Christine wants to put it in order for sure. Well, hey, not everyone can perfectly pronounce every word that's out there. We're finding out the most mispronounced words of the year.
Fox 31 closed captioning is brought to you by Furniture Row.
The insurance company's offer after my car accident was $7,500. Until I called attorney Jordan Levine. He settled it for $70,000.
Levine Law, 303-333-8000. Why settle for less?
Coit's here to take 30% off your next cleaning. Our certified technicians deep clean marble, granite, and more to remove buildup. Then apply a sealer to protect from bacteria and stains. Call 800-4COIT now and take 30% off.
Now at Console Plus, get up to 55% off holiday Hot Buy TVs and up to $1,100 in bonus furniture savings. Plus, get your golden ticket in store for a chance to win a $10,000 shopping spree.
My family and I were driving home during the holidays, and a drunk driver crossed over the median and hit us head on. Frank Azar got me $275,000.
Injured in a wreck? Call me, attorney Frank Azar, the strong arm.
Is that too heavy? Try.
I got it.
Wow, this looks amazing. Can I help you make a few?
Sure.
You sure? Hi, I'm Derek. Nice to meet you. What's the ultimate dream for your business?
We have this hunger project that I give back to the kids to buy food.
How long have you had this dream?
10 years.
So you're 6 years old and you had the dream for 10 years. That's pretty good. That's someone that knows what they want to do in life.
You came back.
Jeremy Hubbard and Aristea Brady. Fox 31 News.
The insurance company made a low offer to settle after my car accident, but I never would have known it was low if I hadn't hired Jordan Levine.
What's your case really worth? Call Levine Law and find out free. 303-333-8000.
new at 9. We don't always pronounce every word correctly here on the morning news, but we're not the only ones, it turns out.
Guilty of it. A group of people who write captioning for television broadcasts created a list of the most mispronounced words of the year. Topping the list, let's see if I can do well. The worst nuclear accident in history, that's Chernobyl. Next is United States soccer star Megan Rapinoe.
Got it.
Cathedral that had the world watching as it burned is named Notre Dame.
There you go.
And the Democratic candidate who has seen an increase in poll ranking, go ahead, you try.
Pete Buttigieg.
We've both been caught off with that one before. See, for me, I always, sometimes my northern accent will come out, so it's like, what, you know, some of those A's, it's like, you know, balanced, like, what did she just say? Or when you read the closed, when you read the closed caption, you're like, that's not what she said.
That doesn't make any sense. What are they talking about? All right, guys, still a lot more coming up.
Now, this holiday season isn't always the most wonderful time of year. What Colorado couples fight most about during Christmas.
I was hit by an uninsured driver. It's been weeks and I haven't received a dime.
Colorado has the toughest laws in the country on insurance companies delaying the payment of claims. Don't wait around for the insurance company to pay you. Call me now.
That's exactly what happened to me. The insurance company was delaying, and Frank got me $1.1 million.
You know what to do. Call me now. Frank Azar, the strong arm.
If you are ready to replace your windows or patio doors, would you want multiple companies working in your home, or would you prefer one single company doing everything? I'm Ann Romer, here with Michael Smith from Renewal by Andersen. Michael, you do things so differently.
Yes, we do, Ann. We take care of your entire project for you, from the point of sales through manufacturing, all the way through the installation and the warranty. And with us, you don't have to deal with separate manufacturers or contractors. We cut out the middleman, and our customers absolutely love that.
So, Michael, your warranty is very different from what other window companies offer.
Yes, we offer a triple warranty that covers our windows, patio doors, and the installation.
A lot of companies here in the local area warrant their windows, but what happens if that company goes out of business?
Well, exactly. Renewal by Andersen is the full-service replacement window division of Andersen. They've been around for over 115 years, so we'll be here to stand behind our warranty.
You replace a lot of vinyl windows.
Yes, we do. People choose vinyl because they're sometimes less expensive. But vinyl is really 1950s technology, so they tend to warp and crack, meaning that you'd have to do your windows again.
Okay, so if you don't use vinyl, what are your windows made of?
Andersen researched and developed our Fibrex window material for over 30 years before we installed it into one home. Fibrex is a composite material that's 2 times stronger than vinyl and really just much more beautiful.
Wow, Michael, that is really impressive. Thank you. And right now, Renewal by Andersen has a great deal for homeowners.
Save 20% on windows and save 20% on patio and entry doors. And your installation is included. And our financing makes this job even more affordable. 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 1 year. To schedule your free window and door diagnosis, call 720-466-5900.
This is Fox 31 News at 9:30.
9:30. We have made it to Friday, but we are being welcomed with some winter snow. This is a tough drive on I-70 in the Pinpoint Weather Beast. Jim Pulley's up there. So, surprisingly, from this live shot, it looks like traffic is moving, so that's a good sign.
But look at the road,
the road is covered in snow.
The Beast is leading the way.
There's nobody in front of the Beast at all.
Everyone's heading to the mountains to do some skiing
That's
with
exactly
these nice conditions.
right. And there's some epic skiing happening up there. But you're saying pretty much Georgetown is kind of that line where it stops.
Yeah, up until like Georgetown, Idaho Springs is where we're going to start encountering the snow heading west.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've been showing you Futurecast all morning. I mean, it's not going to stop snowing through the next 3 days up in the mountains. Here in Denver, it looks a little different, and we're going to have to wait another 24 hours for our snow to arrive. Blue sky, but boy, is it windy right now. Gusts straight out of the west at about 20 to 30 miles per hour. In fact, 30 is what's being reported. And that west wind is what's essentially going to eliminate any rain chances. where snow chances are. Temperatures are above freezing so far this morning. Wind gusts right now up to Cheyenne, Fort Collins, 30 to 40 miles per hour, and that will continue. I would pinpoint the foothills, portions of Larimer, Boulder, Clear Creek, Gilpin, Jefferson County, seeing some of the strongest wind gusts through the day today, but it will be breezy out on the eastern plains as well. That's our only real concern through the day today. Wind dies down overnight tonight as we bring in our next surge of moisture, which will return to the Front Range this weekend. Tomorrow, mainly scattered snow showers. I'm not expecting widespread heavy snow. We'll probably pick up maybe a dusting up to an inch through the day Saturday. It's Sunday. That is our pinpoint weather alert day. And in total in the metro area, you're kind of forecasting between 2 to 5 inches, depending on what side of the metro area you live. We'll detail what those numbers will be in your neighborhood and what you can expect for that full 7-day coming up here in just about 10 minutes.
All right, we want to take you to I-70 at the Eisenhower Tunnel again. Now that safety closure that earlier was in place in the eastbound direction of I-70 due to a crash, it has just been lifted a couple of minutes ago. I've seen maybe 1 or 2 cars go through in this eastbound direction, but you can see it's kind of quiet still out there. A lot of folks, though, are traveling in the opposite direction. These westbound lanes just kind of chugging along as folks are traveling through the tunnel. Now, periodically, if you're heading up that direction, there will be traffic holds at the tunnel while Loveland Pass is still closed, and that's in order to allow those hazmat vehicles to travel through the tunnel since they can't go over Loveland Pass. So just be aware, you're going to run into backups, and it's just going to tie up traffic. Now, we also have those traction laws in effect, as Christine mentioned, where the snow really goes in place along the highway, especially from Georgetown through to Silverthorne and then Copper to Vale, as well as 285, the area near Fairplay, and a lot of your mountain passes. Back here in the metro, watch out for a new crash being reported at Pena Boulevard near 56th, and a lot of delays for these westbound lanes of I-70 from 270 over towards York Street. Right now, your drive times, if you're traveling in the area of the Tech Center, problem-free there. C470 up to 225, 5 minutes for your drive.
All right, not bad. Thank you, Sam. Let's go live along I-70. Sam's been talking about this all morning long. Christine's been talking about the snow. Jim's been living it.
Yep, he's right in the thick of it on I-70. And I see you're in the Beast. I'm glad to see that you're buckled up. It looks like you're hanging on here.
Hanging on for dear life out here, because let me tell you, it is treacherous out here right now. The roads are snow covered. They're icy. This is I-70. In fact, that's a bad sign when the ambulance goes by the Beast. That's an ambulance, I think, from Clear Creek County. That's heading down eastbound. We're heading eastbound right now on I-70, heading back toward Denver. But look at this roadway. I mean, it is slick out here. That's why we had that closure just a little while ago up there by the tunnel. We went right through that. It involved a couple of cars. Looked like there were a couple of cars off on the side of the road. And CDOT actually was out there with CSP using their cars to push the cars that were in the accidents off to the side of the road. So that's open right now. But take a look at some of the pictures that we have from earlier this morning up at the tunnel. We were up at the tunnel from about 4 o'clock in the morning, and man, it was really, really coming down. Blizzard-like conditions. The snow just relentless all morning long, 60-mile-per-hour gusts up there. The snow is that real light, powdery stuff, so it really blows around. It's going to be great for people coming up this weekend to try to enjoy the snow, but the challenge, of course, is going to be trying to get up there and enjoy. So a word to the wise. Again, the traction laws are in effect. You see people skidding out here all over the place. The traction laws are in effect, and so you have to obey them. So make sure you got the proper equipment in your car. You got the proper tires on your car. This is serious stuff, people. This is real winter-like conditions. Make sure you obey the laws. Make sure you take it easy and play it safe. We're in the Beast, heading eastbound on I-70. Jim Hooley, Fox 31.
All right, Jim, be careful out there, please. Thanks for all of your reporting this morning.
Busy guy, and covered in snow for a while this morning. Let's get to CDOT's Stacia Sellers. She's on the phone right now. Stacia, we're looking at those conditions. Clearly, it is a bit of a mess out there in the high country this morning. I know you guys are working hard to keep this clear, but with snow falling so fast, that's a tough task. What are you telling people who are heading up into the high country today?
It is a tough task. So our plows are out in full force and will be until the snow is completely off the roadway. But with that being said, we're seeing harsh winds and falling snow or heavy snow through the weekend. So it's going to be hard for our plows to keep up with that. So we're going to see snowpacked and icy conditions. So any motorists who are coming up to the mountains, just be prepared for difficult travel conditions. And unfortunately, there's going to be likely road closures if the conditions continue to worsen.
Well, Stacia, we're looking at a live picture on I-70 right now, and it is slick. It looks like a really tough drive for a lot of people. How are the snowplow truck drivers? Are they having a tough time up there? Have you checked in with them? Are they okay?
Yeah, they're doing great. I mean, they always are prepared for conditions like this. They do have to take it a little bit slower if they can't see when the snow is blowing. So we really ask motorists to please be patient with our plow operators. They're really doing the best job that they can in the weather conditions that there are. Our crews are working 12-hour shifts. So really they're out there on the roads doing their routes. And you can always track where our plows are by visiting cotrip.org.
All right, Stacia Sellers with CDOT, thank you for giving us some insight. I know you guys have a lot of work and kind of an uphill battle, in both literally and figuratively, today when it comes to clearing out those mountain roads. Thanks for that. Happening right now, a procession for fallen firefighter Ken Jones. This is a live look from Sky Fox over that procession heading to Littleton. Jones died in an accident during a condo fire in Summit County just this past weekend. Fire crews from across the state traveled here to pay their respects, and we are following this closely. We'll have more from today's service at 11 o'clock and, of course, this afternoon at 5, always on at KDVR.com. Brand new at 9:30, the holidays are the most wonderful time of the year, right? There's even a song about it. Well, not for some Colorado couples. A survey of 3,000 people by the tech website Gear Hungry found a quarter of them argue about which side of the family they should go and see. To compromise, 41% say they have a virtual Christmas by using Skype or FaceTime to see their family. 65% of people agree that Christmas is the worst time of the year to be alone. Dun, dun, dun. Just nodding in agreement there.
No, it's fine. I'm actually happy to be alone.
You can come hang out with us. You can be
careful.
Part of our family.
I might not ever leave.
Oh, you're going to be home for Christmas with your family.
Yeah, I get to go home this year. I'm really excited about it.
Larimer Square.
Yeah, let's bring these two in.
Come on in, everybody.
I'm not trying to creep in on your shot, sorry.
Larimer Square is cool, right?
Yeah.
Year-round is cool. And then during Christmas, they give it a bit of a makeover, too.
Dan Terrell, he's checking things out. Live from Larimer Square at the holiday market. You break it, you buy it, buddy.
That's the rule, man.
Oh, shoot. This is the saddest sound ever. I'm trying to get in Capitol Grill, one of my favorite restaurants in Denver, and they're closed. How sad. Oh my gosh, Cody, look at all these booths here and all these vendors. Everybody's getting, it looks like they're ready to sell. It might be a big event going on.
There's a holiday coming up.
I wonder if there's a holiday coming up. This is the Larimer Square Holiday Market, and if you want to do a little shopping and get some experience, oh, thank you, sir. Half the fun is like shopping. The experience, you can have a libation, have a little food. You can go to the Liquor Tube, which is closed right now. We made a cocktail here earlier, but it's closed now. See, that's how marketing people are. We're done with you, Drew.
One drink,
Now get out. I'm kidding. I'm just giving you a hard time. Look, we got Ocean Prime over here, and oh, wait a minute. Something's open.
Let's go in.
Atomic Child Design. Is that Jimmy? Is that Jimmy Olsen? Jimmy Bryant. Jimmy Bryant, how are you?
Good. How are you, Dan?
Nice to see you. You're so doggone cold. Why don't you put on a coat, Jimmy?
Oh, I should.
All right, listen. You're here this morning because you're an entrepreneur, and you're a smart entrepreneur because you're here and you're open and you're ready for business. Everybody else is like still in the hotel.
Sleeping. Yep, they're still sleeping. I'm out here ready to go.
All right, tell us about your design. And literally, these are your designs, and it's called Atomic Child. Why Atomic Child?
So back when I was in college, my favorite artist is Keith Haring. He had a painting called The Radiant Baby. So back then I thought Atomic Child was a great name, and I've kept it all these years later. As far as the design, we're kind of a design-focused company that makes retail-ready products. So we make products that are specifically meant to be sold in retail.
So you personally have designed everything here. We've got stickers, which are fun. Kids love stickers.
Yes,
and then there's cool quilted hats, and you got knit hats, and then you got everything else, and you're going to be here all weekend?
Yes, we're here till Sunday. Today we're here till 10. Everybody should come out. It's an awesome event.
Yeah. Thanks, Jimmy.
Yeah, thank you.
Listen, maybe you'll make enough money one of these days you can buy a coat.
Hopefully. Please come out and help me.
Please, buy Jimmy a coat.
Jimmy Olsen a coat.
Thank you to Atomic Child. It works for all of us.
Why don't you buy Jimmy a coat?
Let's start a GoFundMe for Jimmy and his coat. I like those hats, though.
Actually, you should give Jimmy your coat.
Yeah, you should help him
give
out.
him your
Come
coat.
on, Dan. Jeez, you have a coat.
Come on.
I don't think it's going to fit, Megs. I don't think it's going to fit. I don't want to say anything, but I think it's not going to fit Jimmy.
Thanks, Dan. Dan Drew. Broncos on a winning streak. Who would have thought? But why this Sunday's game is much more meaningful for rookie quarterback Drew Lock.
This is a blind date like no other. No talking, just dancing.
My heart is beating so fast.
It's all about chemistry when two strangers meet.
Bring me love,
this Christmas, 'cause I deserve you.
Will it be love at first dance?
Flirty dancing.
Coming to Fox 31. Fox 31 Pinpoint Weather is brought to you by McDivitt Law Firm.
Looking around here, I see tablets, laptops, printers, smartphones. They're all connected to the internet.
They're all connected.
Can your network handle all those devices?
Sometimes.
Comcast Business runs on the nation's largest gig speed network, so you can get the bandwidth you need to power all of your devices at peak performance.
If all of my devices could have that kind of speed, I would be dancing.
Get started with secure 35 megabit internet and one voice line for just $64.90 per month. Call today. Comcast Business. Beyond fast.
A little bit of a backup westbound 80. That is because of an earlier accident. So.
Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, eh, eh. And when you're done, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, 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 oh.
Mike Bloomberg's never been afraid of tough fights, the ones that make a true difference in people's lives. And Mike's won them, which is important right this minute, because if you can beat America's biggest gun lobby, helping pass background check laws and defeat NRA-backed politicians across this country, beat Big Coal, helping shut down hundreds of polluting plants, and beat Big Tobacco, helping pass laws to save the next generation from addiction, all against big odds, you can beat him.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Moscow Ballet's Great Russian Nutcracker dazzles this Christmas season. Experience the magic of the timeless holiday tradition with the whole family. Appearing at the Paramount Theater December 13th and 14th. Purchase your tickets today at nutcracker.com.
My friends and I were riding our motorcycles when a car cut us off coming into our lane. He clipped me and sent me sliding over 100 feet. Frank Azer got me $200,000.
Injured in a motorcycle wreck? Call me, Attorney Frank Azar, the strong arm.
The Problem Solvers. How can we help you?
The Broncos take on their AFC West rivals, the Kansas City Chiefs. It'll be a homecoming for the Broncos quarterback, Drew Lock. Lock grew up in the Kansas City area. He went to high school just 15 miles away from Arrowhead Stadium. So it'll feel like home sort of to him. He told ESPN that he used to go to Applebee's for half-priced appetizers after games because it was so late and right across from his school. So get this, Applebee's, they tweeted at Drew Lock saying, free meal, apps, entrees, you name it, on us. You don't even have to wait until after 9. Homecomings are meant to be celebrated.
I like when millionaires get free stuff.
Oh, yeah.
More than 50 friends and family will watch Locke play this Sunday against the Chiefs. 850 KOA Broncos insider Brandon Cristal will be watching as well, of course, as you do every game. Good to have you. This is going to be an interesting game. I mean, it's a tough test for the Broncos, just always a good rivalry game for the Broncos. And it's got to be interesting for Locke to play in his hometown, back probably the team he rooted for, I'm guessing.
No question. He talked about that this week, that he's been to more games than he can count. He recounted Peyton Manning led Colts team coming in 03 and beating his Chiefs, and Joe Flacco, his teammate, and the Ravens beating his Chiefs a few years back. He's been in that stadium a bunch. He got to play in it once, he said, as a freshman in college against BYU. Grew up dreaming of being the quarterback of the Chiefs. But I met him at the Senior Bowl, and he sat down with me. He said, look, I always want to be the quarterback of the Chiefs, but I think that they're pretty well covered with Patrick Mahomes. I'd love to be the quarterback for a team that plays them twice a year. So he's fine wearing the villain's cape, I guess, if you will, or mask and going in.
That's got to be a strange feeling for him, though.
Well, I think so. And it'll probably be stranger for his friends and family that'll be there with their locked jerseys and probably Chiefs hat or Chiefs boxer shorts on.
Go Broncos?
Well, we remember C.J. Anderson, obviously a great running back here with the Broncos for a bunch of years and helped him win a Super Bowl. His mom would wear her C.J. Anderson jersey with her Raiders jacket over it because she's a diehard Oakland Raiders fan.
Disgusting,
They're from
isn't it?
Oakland. So we'll see how Locke's friends and family handle it.
Well, as far as our record goes against the Chiefs, not looking too hot. We've lost 8 in a row.
Yeah, the last win was at the beginning of 2015, the second game of the year. Bradley Roby had the scoop and score. And then we remember the Chiefs came in. That was when Peyton Manning had his worst performance as a Bronco, the 4 interceptions, and then he was injured and Brock Osweiler played. That's how far we have to go back, to the beginning of 2015 when the Broncos won. And all time at Arrowhead, even though they've had some wins and obviously more Super Bowls, they're only 19-39 there in KC. So even in years when the Broncos have been good, they've struggled there. In years where the Chiefs have been bad, it hasn't necessarily always correlated. It's a tough place to play with great fans and great tailgates.
Imagine if Andrew Luck's the one to break that streak.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be something?
Now that would be a homecoming.
Anyways.
What about Justin Simmons?
Well, that's pretty cool, right? Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee, a huge deal. Just to be nominated for this is a big deal.
It really is, and it's something that the NFL holds up in high regard, as they call it the biggest honor of the year. Some people would make the case the MVP is the biggest honor, but we know how much great work players across the league do in the community, and the Broncos are really high on the list. Last year, Von Miller was the team's nominee, and they did something cool. They brought all 32 nominees to the Super Bowl site, obviously Atlanta last year. I assume they'll do the same thing in Miami. And on the NFL Honors, the night before the Super Bowl, they had all of them on stage and then had the winner come out. It turned out to be Chris Long, who basically donated his salary for the last 2 years.
Wow.
I love Justin Simmons, and his work in the community has been great. He's at every event. I don't know if he'll win the award, because if you look at the list of names, and John Elway won it before it was called the Walter Payton Man of the Year, it's really high-profile guys that win it most years. J.J. Watt won it a couple of years ago, Drew Brees, Eli Manning. It's names like that. So I think if Von Miller gets renominated in the next year or two for all his Von's Vision work, he'll have a good chance to win the national award. But it is awesome for Justin Simmons. He gets $50,000 to go to the charity of his choice.
Wow.
Well, and it is cool because so many of these guys, they do put a lot of effort in their community. Justin Simmons, we met him. He's fantastic.
Yeah.
He's so nice, so gracious with all of his time. So thank you.
Thanks.
You think the Broncos got it this weekend?
I do not, but I'd love to be wrong for the second week in a row.
I appreciate your candor.
I'd love to be wrong, just like we were last week.
All right, thank you. Good to see you as always. Let's get over the weather now.
It's a good thing that they're on the road,
It would
not
be a
playing
snowy
here.
game. I think I like snowy football
I do
games.
too.
But
I
whatever.
love snowy games, but yeah, no, they're going to be in Kansas City, and the snow will not reach them by Sunday. But hey, it is 12 days till Christmas. As we head to the weekend, maybe you're going to be doing some shopping. I know I need to get some done Saturday and Sunday. Watch out, we will be tracking some snow here in the metro area. Right now, snow just along I-70 into the north, and the mountains are where the snow is going to stay through the day today. Snow heavy at times as we head through the afternoon and evening hours, but you'll notice I-25 and east, including us here in Denver, just cloudy and windy as we head through the afternoon today. It's really not until tonight and early Saturday morning that our snow chances will increase. Scattered through the day tomorrow across the I-25 corridor and east, heavy at times in the mountains. This is midday Saturday. Any Saturday evening plans? I know we have a lot of festivals and parades going on. Saturday evening still holding the chance of some spotty snow showers, but it's really not until Sunday morning, midday, that we'll see those snow chances really ramp up. This is lunchtime. Notice heavy snow out on the plains as well as the I-25 corridor, and that'll extend until about 9, 10 o'clock Sunday night, clearing out by Monday morning. So here's a look at totals. Again, keep in mind this is additional new snow, anywhere from 10 to 15 inches, 20 inches of new snow expected across the high country. Not too much here across the northern Front Range. We may have some pockets out on the plains of 3 to 4 inches of snow. But if you live in Greeley, Fort Collins, Briggsdale, Grover, Julesburg, really only expecting a dusting up to about 1 to 2 inches. Here in the Front Range or the Denver metro area, pinpointing about 2 to 5 inches. The further north you live, the lower end of that range, Jefferson, Douglas County, expecting on the higher end of that range. So overall, we do have a pinpoint weather alert day on Sunday. All weekend long, you can expect travel issues, though, into the high country. Eastern Plains, breezy and snowy at times as we head towards, again, Saturday afternoon and through the day on Sunday. Not necessarily a cold system. We're only in the 30s this weekend, warming quickly back into the 40s as we head into the upcoming week.
Thank you so much, Christine. Another live look from the procession for firefighter Ken Jones this morning. His funeral taking place in about an hour in Littleton. We're streaming this live on the Fox 31 app, and we'll have more on the Fox 31 News at 11. We'll be right back.
They say nobody makes house calls anymore, but Levine Law does. If you're hurt in an accident and can't come to us, we'll come to you. Just call 303-333-8000, because when it comes to justice, Levine Law delivers.
You came back.
Hi there. It's Les Schwab Tires. Well, more like Les Schwab alignment and brakes and shocks and wheels and tires. Some tire places don't offer all that, but we do to help keep you safe. Stop by or book an appointment at leschwab.com. Right now, save up to $100 on a set of 4 select passenger tires to help keep you safe in any weather. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Seriously, Santa? Here's something people can really use. It's a low payment finder from Consome Plus. Get the coolest gifts with low payments over time. Good credit or building it.
Consome Plus makes credit so easy.
You're not the only guy in a red suit who delivers.
Now at Consome Plus, get up to 55% off holiday Hot Buy TVs and up to $1,100 in bonus furniture savings. Plus, get your golden ticket in store for a chance to win a $10,000 shopping spree.
I really went in hoping for the best, but expecting the worst.
I was very skeptical.
I just didn't hold out a lot of hope.
Didn't have a lot of hope.
And I see a Good Feet store, and I thought, what do I have to lose?
What did I have to lose?
And literally within 5 minutes, my pain went away.
In a matter of days, I began to see real gains.
A week later, I was a different person.
These things changed my life.
The Good Feet store, improving people's lives 2 feet at a time.
After my motorcycle accident, the insurance company didn't tell me my case was worth $750,000, but Jordan Levine did.
What's your case really worth? Call Levine Law and find out free. 303-333-8000.
This is Fox 31 News at 9.
All right, who's hungry? Time to make your reservations for the 12 Days of Brunch at 10 o'clock this morning on Colorado's Best over on our sister channel, Channel 2. Find out which restaurant is hosting this festive 12 Days of Brunch feast. Let's take another live look at a procession right now for fallen firefighter Ken Jones. He died battling a fire in Summit County over the weekend. His funeral happening at 11 o'clock this morning. We're streaming the procession right now on the Fox 31 app.
We cover serious stories like that here on the morning news all day, all week long, and so it's nice when we can lighten up a little bit.
Yeah, we try to have some fun. Here's a look back at the fun moments from this week.
It's a beautiful day in the brewing hood. A beautiful day in the brewing hood. Would you be my? Could you be my? Would you be my brewer too?
Can I get that for you?
Cody's going to help me. This is what happens in live TV news. Here's your Christmas boxer shorts to keep your. This is for your. I'm going to smell the bunghole. I'm going to sniff the bunghole. This is for your jingle bells. That is the best smelling bunghole I have ever smelled in my entire life. Metro area serving your needs.
My gosh.
The word for the day, bunghole.
And if looking stupid on TV was a profession, we'd be pros at it, right?
Speak for yourself. All right, for many Italian lovers, bolognese is Can you read this for me, please? Speak for yourself.
The mayor says he would rather be famous for the things that Bologna actually invented, like
read that.
Tagliatelle,
I think that's
tortellini.
Wrong. Our producers are yelling in our ears because we are pronouncing all the dishes wrong.
Listen, the only things I know about Italian food I learned at Olive Garden. I'm sorry.
Well,
are you missing your wedding band?
You have a few stories like that, right?
I do not.
Yes,
you say this every time.
Oh my gosh.
I have.
Where was the? You just lost your ring last week. Tell everybody where it was found. Your wife found it.
Where did I don't remember.
Your wallet and your ring on top of her car.
Oh, in the garage in her car.
That happened like a week ago.
I wake up at 2:45 in the morning. Sometimes this thing isn't turned on. Ling Megan.
So there we go. Now you have a sparkling.
Ling me, come on, right here.
I'm going to try.
Get a little bit of that.
All right.
See how they look on gray. Buttermilk. Where's buttermilk? Have you ever skied buttermilk?
I've heard it. Let me look. Oh, it's near Aspen, right?
Like a rhinestone.
Not
cow.
a permanent.
But that's why I was like, I think it's by Aspen, and I was right.
She doesn't ski. She just spends money there.
Oh, I spend other people's money.
It's a way to do it. She's doing it right.
I'm smarter than I look.
Wait a second. You're not supposed to say that. 9:56 right now. Hey, one last check on the weather.
Yep.
Snow moves in on Sunday.
Saturday into Sunday.
Okay,
yeah.
so Saturday afternoon?
Yeah, we'll have a few spotty snow showers. Really, I think we could have some early in the morning, bit of a break, and then a few more in the afternoon. So do not expect a full whiteout day with fresh powder all day on Saturday. That's mainly going to be on Sunday. 30s this weekend, very windy, and keep in mind the high country. I mean, I don't have your 7-day up, but it's just snow the next 3 days. That's it. And then I do think we'll dry out in time time for the Monday morning commute, but we'll likely have some of those issues following as well.
All right, yeah, snow moving in. Thank you for the heads up. Certainly going to impact our weekend plans.
And a quick note,
yes.
The eastbound direction of I-70 is closed in Silverthorne through the tunnel right now.
Heads up, nasty weather up there. See you at 11.
You know when you go to Ross for a few gifts and realize,
oh yeah,
you should have gotten a cart? That's Yes for Less. Get gifts for everyone on your list and save 20 to 60% off department store prices at Ross. Yes for Less.
Is that too heavy? Try it.
I got it.
Wow, this looks amazing. Can I help you make a few?
Sure.
You sure?
Huh?
Hi, I'm Derek. Nice to meet you. What's the ultimate dream for your business?
We have this hunger project that I give back to the kids to buy food.
How long have you had this dream?
10 years.
So you're 6 years old and you had the dream for 10 years. That's pretty good. That's someone that knows what they want to do in life.
Hurry! Time's running out to get Bright Health. December 15th is your last chance to get end-of-year coverage, so now's the time to sign up for health insurance that could save you hundreds. So get moving. Visit brighthealthplan.com and enroll today.
Help make the holiday special by joining us for the Fox 31 Toy Drive.
Donate new unwrapped toys at any area Hand and Stone location. Go to KDVR.com for details. The Fox 31 Toy Drive with the Salvation Army.
And remember, teenagers need gifts too.
You're always there for your grandkids. Don't let college be an exception. Open a College Invest savings account. You'll get a Colorado tax deduction while investing in her future. Do it before another birthday passes. collegeinvest.org.
You know when you find a gift at Ross and you're not sure who will be more excited? You?
Oh, yeah.
Or them? That's Yes for Less. Be a rock star this season and save big on gifts they're gonna love. At Ross, Yes for Less.
It's Live with Kelly and Ryan. Today from the new film Richard Jewell, John Hamm, and a performance from Gone West featuring Colby Calais. Plus, we continue our holiday entertaining series with hacks and tips for your holiday get-together. Also details on how you could win a sensational fun in the sun getaway. All next on Live. And now, here are Kelly Ripa and me, Ryan Seacrest. On the coast.
It's Friday the 13th. Hide the children.
Do you have a fear of this day? So many people afraid of Friday the 13th.
I actually do not have a fear of Friday the 13th, but I just thought it would be funny to put it out there.
This is the second time it's happened? Yeah, this is the second time. Well, we lived through the first one,
Exactly.
so.
Yes, we were
Good luck
all
today,
fine.
ladies and gentlemen.
This is why we should all start living our New Year's resolutions now. There's an article in the newspaper about, you know how people wait until New Year's for their resolutions? This article gives us such good thoughts. They're saying, well, what if you don't make it to the New Year? Yeah, they're saying that, you know, it's better to start your life-changing New Year's resolution rituals earlier, because by February, 80% of people have failed to stick to their resolutions. So they're saying if you start making incremental small choices earlier, you don't have this incredible pressure of like, I'm going to quit smoking by January 1st.
But I think if we start incrementally earlier, we'll quit incrementally earlier. earlier.
Well, that's also
January.
true, but less people will notice.
Right,
That's also
because-
part of the article. Less people will notice if you fail because
it's not a drop-off.
Yeah,
It's just sort of a,
it's sort of like
a
you drift away
Yeah.
from it.
You, I think, have said that you don't come up with a New Year's resolution, right?
No,
Like
I always come up with something. I always fail at it, but I always say that I'm not going to sweat the small stuff, or I'm going to take 3 beats before I answer any question.
I say that too.